Hello and welcome to Full Send Broadcast Network. Tonight we have the Finish Line Racing League at Bristol Motor Speedway, presented by BABBS Body Shop. Tonight, these guys are going to be running 150 laps around the world's fastest half mile here, also known as the Last Great Coliseum. Why don't we check in and see what the best times here are in practice. Right now, Trevor Robertson has the fastest time in practice here, with about 3 minutes left to go, with a 14:64, followed closely by Scott Stotler with a 14:65. Roger Pierce not too far behind either with a 14:67. Give you a rundown of how tonight's race looks. The weather is 65 degrees out there, so it's cooler on that track, so that track temp should be low, giving these guys lots of forward bite out of these corners and making the speeds a lot faster. Wind is 4 miles an hour. The fuel runs on these cars tonight, since they run 60% fuel, should be about 80 to 90 laps on each fuel run, given that their tires can hold up to that. They have 2 extra sets of tires, plus the set that they qualify on. So the tires they start the race with are the tires they qualified with. So they're going to try not to abuse those tires while they try to make a quick time under qualifying conditions. They have 2 fast repairs. And the rule for tonight is a single pit road. So even under green flag, you have to enter off of turn 2 right there that we are looking at and go all the way around the whole track and come out in turn 1. And pit road speed, this is one of the slowest ones. I believe it is 35 miles an hour. And that is your Fast Facts, brought to you by BABBS Body Shop. Something else that BABBS Body Shop does in this league is they like to promote the wreck of the race. So when the race is over, we will go back through and find the wreck of the race. And I'm sure we will have plenty of candidates for that award. These guys are wrapping up practice here with about 25 seconds left in it. Guys buttoning everything up, figuring out what they have. Maybe trying to lay a little extra rubber down on them on that high line especially. And those of you that are tuning in tonight, under caution, shoot us a chat message. We'll try to get to it under caution and answer some questions. Root for your favorite driver. As qualifying just ended, practice just ended. We're starting qualifying. This is a 5-minute qualifying session. Looks like Jack Dixon is going to be the first one to pop out on pit road here. Stephen Payne coming off pit road. Like he's going to have to do a reset there. Christian Hill taking his green flag lap in that Charlie Brown Halloween paint scheme there. See what kind of time he pulls off. A 15:03. Christian Hill Comes across the line with a 15:45. Roger Pierce puts up his first lap with a 15:24, but right now Jason Babb sitting on the pole with a 15:03. Christian Hill gets really loose out of the corner there. Roger Pierce coming around on his last lap. Trevor Robertson goes to the pole. Trevor Robertson with a fast lap as he's going to shut it down there. Following along with Joshua Oxendine. Right now, Trevor Robertson is on the pole with a 14:77. Let's see if Josh Oxendine has anything for him. Across the line. Josh Oxendine will not better him. Trevor Robertson still sitting on the pole. Check in with Justin Hutchinson as he takes his second lap right there. Not going to better his first lap, which was a 15:171. Going to sit him in 7th. Jack Dixon coming around, taking his first lap, which was a 14:96, sitting 3rd. Jack looks like he has a lot of speed. Let's see what he can do here crossing the line for his second lap. He will not better it. 1/1000th slower that time around. Check in on Tyler Green here. Crosses the line for his first lap with a 14:772, going to the pole is Tyler Green, beating Trevor Robertson's 7:78. Will he do better on his second lap? He will not. Right now, the 23 of Tyler Green is your pole sitter. I believe he was the last one to go out and take a qualifying lap. Camera's doing something a little weird there. So right now, as it sits, Tyler Green is your pole sitter, followed by Trevor Robertson, Josh Oxendine in 3rd, Jack Dixon in 4th, Jason Babb in 5th, Christian Hill in 6th, Zach Wheeler 7th, 8th is Stephen Payne, 9th is Justin Hutchinson, 10th is Roger Pierce, with 3 cars that have yet to take a lap. I believe they may be electing to start from the back there. See what they can do. I bet they're expecting a lot of carnage to happen. Maybe wait out some of the wrecks. Take a look around the track here. Those of you that are just joining us, you're watching the Finish Line Racing League at Bristol Motor Speedway, presented by BABBS Body Shop here on the Full Send Broadcast Network. All right, we're going to grid these cars up, get them ready to go. Getting them ready for 150 laps tonight. Let's go through your starting lineup here. Presented by BABBS Body Shop. Starting on pole, Tyler Green. with that 14.772. The outside of him is Trevor Robertson in second. On the second row, you got Josh Oxendine and Jack Dixon. On row 3, you have Jason Babb and Christian Hill. On row 4, you have Zach Wheeler and Stephen Payne. In 9th, you have Justin Hutchinson with Roger Pierce in 10th. In 11th, you have Alex Forget-Berube. And then in 12th, you have Scott Stotler as they're rolling off pit road now. And 13th, you have Blake Sperling in that winch. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really excited to see how this race comes to fruition tonight. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car. Looks like they will be going green when they come back by. Here they come to the green. Green flag is out. Oh, and Joshua Oxendine spins the tires. Oh my gosh, already coming to the start. We have a yellow flag. I say that, they are staying green. Jack Dixon having some issues. Trevor Robertson stretches it out to a huge lead already. Already has a 1.7 second lead over Tyler Green due to that incident with Joshua Oxendine. And the yellow has come out. Oh my gosh. What do you say we go back and try to look at what happened there? Oh, we had a... Alright, so let's follow along with Josh Oxendine here. And we are going to go back and look at what happened. Alright, let's change our camera angle here. That'll work. All right, so let's see what exactly happened to Joshua Oxendine on. Maybe he started in first gear. See, they're bottling up a little bit. Jason Babb right behind him. Oh, it looks like Oxendine did start in first gear and just smoked the tires off of it. Babb almost did the same thing. A little bit of contact out of it. Stephen Payne just had nowhere to go and doored 63 of Oxendine. As we go back live and we see Oxendine sitting in his pit box. Trevor Robertson still your leader with Tyler Green behind him. Well, we already have one candidate for the BABBS Body Shop Wreck of the Race. Folks, I gotta tell you, this is one difficult track to run. These cars, until they get a little bit of heat in the tires, they can be slick, especially on exit of the corners. And we will start to see that once we get green here. And but once the tires warm up, they run like a champ for a few laps, and then they start getting really super tight on corner exit. As the lights are out on the pace car, looks like the leader Trevor Robertson's going to take the high side on this. I'm sorry. Yeah, looks like Trevor Robertson's going to take the high lane. Green flag is back out, and they roar back off towards turn one. Tyler Green gets a little tight right there, backs out of it. Trevor Robertson already stretching out to a 3/10 of a second lead. Roger Pierce making a pass on the low side on Jason Babb for that fourth position. Don't look now. Here comes Christian Hill in that 85 machine, trying to looking to the inside of Tyler Green there. All while Trevor Robertson just slowly stretching it out over him. And that 6 car of Trevor Robertson, he has been a fast guy through all the years of this league here at Bristol Motor Speedway. He's always been the one to beat. Something about this track and him just really clicked. Got a good battle going on here between Roger Pierce and Christian Hill. Roger Pierce backs out of it a little bit, maybe to cool his tires off. I really love this shot right here, seeing how these cars look as they're coming off the corner. Roger Pierce trying to put the pressure back on Christian Hill. Don't look now, Jason Babb wants to be a part of it. Fighting for that third position. And from the back of the pack, here comes Alex Roger-Berube into the picture. As he passes Zach Wheeler, now going around Jason Babb, making it look easy. Question is, where will he go here now that Roger Pierce and Christian Hill are side by side? Really has nowhere to go. He's going to have to be patient. Almost a little bit of contact there between the 29 and the 85. We've already completed 21 laps, working on lap 22 now. We currently have 11 cars on the lead lap. Jack Dixon and Scott Stotler are laps down. As Alex Forget-Berube passes all of them and goes to the third point. Oh, I hear an accident. Heard someone hit the wall. Let's see if we can figure out who it was. Does not appear to be Tyler Green, I don't think. See if we can get a closer look at his car. Doesn't appear to be his car. Could it have been Trevor Robertson? It is. A little bit of a wall contact there. Doesn't look like it's hurt his car very much. Just a little bit of paint missing, that's all. As he is now stretched out to almost a 4-second lead over second place Alex Forget-Berube, who is working the field right now. That's got to make Trevor Robertson a little bit nervous there after seeing Alex cut up through the field like he has. As Alex is working on the lap car of Scott Stotler right now, passes him with ease. Trevor Robertson with a full straightaway lead. With clean track in front of him. Got one car that's starting to creep into the picture, but it's still far enough away that it's not going to affect him in the short period of time right now. Josh Oxendine makes a pass on Christian Hill, moving him up to the 7th spot. Christian Hill battling really hard right now with the one of Blake Sperling. Oh, big wreck. Oxendine had nowhere to go. Yellow flag has come out. So why don't we go take a look at what happened here with Scott Stotler. Looks like Tyler Green just tried to take it 3 wide there. Oh, and it collected Roger Pierce, Jason Babb, and Oxendine just nowhere to go. Oh my gosh. I wonder if Oxendine used his fast repair already. But that is one tore up race car of Scott Stotler right there. My, oh my, that is one tore up race car. Jack Dixon gets one of his laps back. Go take a look and see what kind of damage Joshua Oxendine has from that. Not horrible, but it could be worse. As the right front of that car is pushed in a little bit. Jason Babb with a little bit of nose damage out of that incident. Justin Hutchinson, a little bit wrinkled up right rear quarter panel there. But that does not look like has any ill effect on that race car. Cars come rolling off the pit road. All right, so as we sit 36 laps into this thing, Trevor Robertson is still your leader, followed by Alex Forget-Berube, who's come from the back to the front and has gained 9 spots. since the start of this race. Zach Wheeler's sitting there in third. Tyler Green is fourth. Blake Spurley, that one machine, sitting fifth. Roger Pierce sitting in sixth. And seventh, you have Stephen Payne. A lot of heavy nose damage on that car. In eighth, you have Jason Babb. Ninth, Joshua Oxendine. 10th, Justin Hutchinson. 11th is Christian Hill. 12th, Jack Dixon. And in 13th, Scott Stottman. Lights are out on the pace car. Looks like your leader, Trevor Robertson, is taking the high side again. Let's see if that pays off for him on this restart. To the inside of him is Alex Forget-Berube, waiting on that green flag. Green flag is out. We are racing again. Oh, Alex! Oh my gosh! Oh no! And Jack Dixon had nowhere to go and was locked up and slid into that as the caution has come out. I could not believe that just happened. Let's ride along with Jack Dixon and see what his view of that incident was. See, he's in the corner. He sees all the cars down low. That was the wreck before that. So, see if this is a different one. Yes, it is. Back. Alex losing it. Right along with Jack Dixon. He cannot see what's happening, and it was too late. At that point, he's already hard on the brakes. Out of control and slides right in 19 Alex. Not believe. As we go back live. It appears that Alex Forget-Berube may have left the race. That is what it looks like. So some of these guys may be having issue with restarting on the inside line. I know sometimes when the track temps are pretty hot, it's a little slick down there on restarts. So maybe that's what we're seeing. Guys spinning their tires too easily there on that low side. That may be why Trevor Robertson's picking the high lane on every restart. As we've completed 41 laps. Those of you just tuning in, you're watching the Full Send Broadcast Network showing the Finish Line Racing League presented by BABBS Body Shop at Bristol Motor Speedway tonight. We've completed 42 laps out of 150. Already quite a bit of drama going on tonight. I'm sure tempers are flaring a little bit in some of these helmets. as the lights are out on the pace car, and we are doubled up, going green again here. Pace car makes that hard left turn. Green flag is out. Looks like everyone was able to hold their own on that inside lane right there. Trevor Robertson gonna have a good run down the backstretch here. Clears Tyler Green. What do you say we crank it up for a few laps? As we're looking back at this incident, seeing it from the perspective of Josh Oxendine, that was a lot of good cars that was ruined right there. Oh, And he ran up onto the leader of Trevor Robertson and ran him over. That was a secondary accident. Oh, this race is getting interesting now as we go back live. Zach Wheeler is your leader currently on pit road. As Blake Sperling stays out and takes the lead. I apologize for the gap in commentary there while reviewing that caution. Didn't realize I had myself muted in two different locations. Quickly figured it out though. We getting it all buttoned up here. Justin Hutchinson staying out also. Like he's going to be the second place car here. A little bit of tire strategy being played out now. We got a lot of contenders for the BABBS Body Shop Wreck of the Race. Be given out once the race is over. Looks like the lights are out on the pace car, giving the 1 to go signal. There's a lot of people that had penalties, given that there's only one car on the outside at the moment. Tyler Green's going to jump out there. Pace car made the hard left turn, and we are green flag. Oh, Justin Hutchinson had to back out of the throttle a little bit there. Spun the tires some. Oh, Zach Wheeler giving the bumper to the 1 of Blake Sperling. Sperling stretched out to a 3/10 of a lead now. Oh, Justin Hutchinson gets loose. Looks like he's going to gather it back up and keep going. Didn't look like any contact was made there. Zach Wheeler giving it everything he has. You've seen that car get sideways off of the corner. Doing everything in his power to catch the 1 of Sperling. We've completed 64 laps, coming around to complete lap 65. Jason Babb jets up high a little bit there on the straightaway, slaps the wall. Keeps it going though. Here comes Trevor Robertson to the inside of Babb. As it stands right now, we have 7 cars on the lead lap. Those 7 cars are the 1 of Sperling, Zach Wheeler in second, Jason Babb in third, fourth, Trevor Robertson in fifth, Justin Hutchinson, sixth is Jack Dixon, seventh is Stephen Payne, and those are your lead lap cars. Currently, Tyler Green and Joshua Oxendine are 2 laps down, as we have a move for the lead here. Zach Wheeler, power move off the high side, makes the pass for the lead. Jason Babb's going to try to follow him around the outside of Sperling. Wheeler clears. Babb will clear off the corner, and here comes Trevor Robertson on the high side also. Great training, the one of Blake Sperling. Babb almost gave the bumper there to Wheeler. Babb's going to have a whale of a run down the front straightaway here, and he will lead that lap. As the yellow comes out, see if we can go back and find what happened. Like it's the 8 of Scott Stotler running the low side there with Tyler Green on the high side. Tyler Green gets loose and slams Scott Stotler. Oh my gosh. If there was any doubt that these guys are not giving it their all, try to win this race and stay up front, I don't know what to tell you after seeing that. You've seen earlier Zach Wheeler hanging it out there trying to catch up to Sperling. And then you've seen Zach Wheeler there get loose off the corner, just giving it all. Christian Hill getting one of his laps back. So let's give you a rundown of the field as they sit right now. Your leader is the 94 of Jason Babb. In second, you have Zach Wheeler. Third is the 6 of Trevor Robertson. And fourth is Blake Sperling in that one machine. Justin Hutchinson in that 28 sitting fifth. Jack Dixon sitting sixth. Seventh, we have Stephen Payne. Currently, Josh Oxendine sitting 8th. Scott Stotler sitting 9th. Christian Hill sitting 10th. Tyler Green in his pit box there, 11th. 12th, Roger Pierce. And then 13th is Alex Forget-Berube, who is no longer in the race. As these guys are filing under caution. A lot of torn up race cars here. I don't think there's going to be one car that leaves this race tonight without a battle scar on it. Caution lights are out on the track. They're going to rack them up. We're going to try again. Green flag is back out. Zach Wheeler holding point right now. Took it from Jason Babb. Jason Babb and Trevor Robertson on that high side. Zach Wheeler going to try to hold the low line there. Jason Babb with a power move to the outside. Here comes Trevor Robertson following him. New leader, 94. With Trevor Robertson hot on his heels. We still have 7 cars on the lead lap, 12 cars on the track. 2 of them are in their pit stalls currently. What do you say we look at the lap time breakdowns between Jason Babb and Trevor Robertson? Looks like they're kind of going back and forth here on their comparative lap times. Robertson running faster the last 3 laps, and it shows. Robertson to the high side. Gonna clear him. New leader, the 6 of Trevor Robertson, back to the point. Looks like the one of Blake Sperling running down the 20 of Zachary Wheeler. As we're coming around to complete 87 laps of 150 here. Already Trevor Robertson to a 9/10 of a second lead over the second place car of Jason Babb. Little gaggle of cars here as we look at 63 of Joshua Oxendine, who is currently 2 laps down and missing a hood. I guess the pit crew decided to cut it off and wasn't doing him no good. At a track like this, aerodynamics are a factor. You can still run around here with a beat up car, but a car that beat up, it's going to make your night real long. But he may be saving one of those faster pairs, though, for the end of the race. Be looking for that 63 to be looking all fresh and shiny here at the end if he has a chance to get it back on the lead lap. As we go back on Trevor Robertson here. Your leader currently already out to a 2-second lead. This car looks like it is on rails. That car is wicked fast right now. As he's coming up on some lap traffic there, gonna pass Jack Dixon easily. Robertson coming up on the lap car of Stephen Payne. Currently have 6 cars on the lead lap. As the caution has come back out, let's see if we can find where that is. Not seeing any cars that are I did not see an accident there. Jack Dixon's going to go around and get one of his laps back. Looks like Zach Wheeler, Justin Hutchinson, and Stephen Payne are going to come down pit road. Possibly get some fresh tires. Zach Wheeler going to get a fast repair there. No tires, looks like. Justin Hutchinson goes a little far in his pit box, had to back up. As we've completed 98 laps, we have 49 laps, 51 laps remaining. Sorry about that. My, oh my, we still have 7 cars on the lead lap. Jack Dixon is your latest car to get all his laps back, so he is now on the lead lap. Trevor Robertson is still your leader. Jason Babb in second. Let's take a look at some of the stint lengths that some of these guys have done. Currently, Robertson and Babb are on lap 43 since their last pit stop. And so is Spurling. As the lights are out on the pace car, they're racking them up, getting ready to go green. What do you say we go right along with Jason Babb here? Zach Wheeler looks like he got in the wall a little bit. Didn't scrub any speed though. Just knocked a little paint off that right rear quarter panel. Trevor Robertson already checking out on the field. Babb and Wheeler both get the ball right there. Robertson already out to almost a 2-second lead as we're looking at the battle for second place here. As Babb goes around on the high side of Zach Wheeler. Here comes Christian Hill. He may be 5 laps down, but he's trying to race his way back up on the lead lap. As the laps are winding down here late in the race. As we're coming to complete lap 107 out of 150. I don't know if any of these guys have anything for Trevor Robertson in that 6 machine up front, as he is already up to almost a 3.5 second lead. That car has been on rails all night long, dominating this race. Looks like we have a battle for 6th. Jack Dixon all over the back bumper of the 41 to Stephen Payne. Jack Dixon going to try to pass him on the low side. Not going to clear him this time. He will clear him here in the middle of 1 and 2. Jack Dixon is now up to 6th after being several laps down. Justin Hutchinson trying to work on Zach Wheeler here for the 4th spot. Oh, we have a battle for 2nd place here. Blake Sperling going around Jason Babb for the 2nd spot. Sperling's led a few laps tonight. Has not had the best of luck being able to stay up there though, but I don't know if he has anything for that 6 of Trevor Robertson, as he is now out to a 5-second lead. We currently have 6 cars on the lead lap. With 10 cars still on track, as Trevor Robertson should be coming up on some lap cars. Just put Stephen Payne 1 lap down. As you can see, Jack Dixon coming into the frame there. Jack Dixon driving his heart out right now, trying to stay on that lead lap. As we have a battle for 4th, looks like. Justin Hutchinson goes around Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler there slaps the wall coming out of turn 4 or turn 2. Yeah, that was turn 4, yes. Sorry about that. We have a battle for 5th as Jack Dixon goes around Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler looks like he is having some issues at the moment. He has gotten into that wall several times here in the past few laps. Looks like that car is not handling the way he wants it. As that leader of Trevor Robertson coming into the picture there, fixing to put Wheeler a lap down. Wheeler going to take Robertson's line away. Saying, man, if you want to pass me, you're going to have to work for it. And Trevor Robertson goes to the low side. That's going to put Zach Wheeler 1 lap down. That leaves us with 5 cars on the lead lap. It sounded like we had a car in the wall. Jack Dixon fighting Justin Hutchinson for that 4th spot. He's going to take it on that high side. Jack Dixon is a man on a mission right now. With a beat up race car, he is giving it everything he has. I don't think there's 1 inch on that car that doesn't have a dent in it right now. It used to be a sharp looking car. That's one thing this Coliseum does, is it tears cars apart. Trevor Robertson now has a... Jack Dixon gets into the 85 of Christian Hill, and he is going to go a lap down now. He's going to fall back to 5th place. He's going to have to regroup. There goes Trevor Robertson going around Justin Hutchinson with his eyes set on Christian Hill to put him another lap down. That's going to leave us with 3 cars on the lead lap. And Trevor Robertson's going to put the bumper to the 85 of Christian Hill and move him out of the way. Will there be a caution for that? You know, Jason Babb is begging for it. He's only a few seconds ahead of the leader right now. Does not appear that there's going to be a caution brought out for that as Christian Hill is back going. Here comes Jack Dixon trying to get his lap back. Looking at Jason Babb now in that 3rd spot, who's in the threat of being put a lap down. Blake Sperling, man, he's giving it everything he has, but I don't think he has anything for Trevor Robertson. Like Justin Hutchinson might have gotten the wall a little bit there. The 8 of Scott Stotler is going to go around Justin Hutchinson. Here comes Roger Pierce back on the track after fixing some damage, missing a front bumper. He is on fresh tires and he has a lot of speed right now. Justin Hutchinson getting back in the wall. Jason Babb in the crosshairs of Trevor Robertson to put him a lap down. Is it possible that we may see, with 11 laps remaining in this race, that there will be 1 car on the lead lap? As Trevor Robertson is just schooling these guys tonight. Jason Babb using that high line with the lap cars on the low line to help slow up Trevor Robertson there. Oh, Jason Babb comes down a little bit to try to block and take the line away from Trevor Robertson, and they make contact. Luckily, no one got turned right there. I mean, that's amazing. Here comes Roger Pierce getting one of his laps back. Now showing 69 laps down. This will be complete lap 142. Jason Babb sliding back now for the 4th spot. Is Jack Dixon trying to make a move on him for the 3rd. Blake Sperling trying to hold on to be the only other car on the lead lap. As we come up to 5 laps to go in this race. Trevor Robertson gets a little loose there on corner exit. Gonna brush the wall. Looks like his tires are gone as we come to 5 laps to go left in this race. This is the Finish Line Racing League at Bristol Motor Speedway, presented by BABBS Body Shop. As long as Blake Sperling doesn't have any major issues, looks like he will finish on the lead lap. Trevor Robertson having an amazing night. Oh, Zach Wheeler gets around. Will there be a caution for that? I don't think there will be, being that that was a single car incident. 2 laps remaining. Trevor Robertson, like I said before, has dominated tonight in that 6 machine. Just showing these guys how it is done. White flag is out, presented by BABBS Body Shop. Down the backstretch one more time through 3 and 4 for Trevor Robertson. Out of 4, he's crossing the line tonight. Your winner is Trevor Robertson in that 6 car after putting on a blistering performance. Amazing night for him. He's going to come around here. Park it at the start-finish line. There he goes. He's going to burn it down for y'all tonight. No one had anything for that man right there tonight. Just putting on a clinic. He's going to park it right there on the start-finish line. Oh my gosh, that was a heck of a race for that man right there. Let's go through your finishing order here. Trevor Robertson is your winner tonight with a 7.5 second lead over Blake Sperling in second. In third place is that number 48 of Jack Dixon. In fourth is Jason Babb, followed by Justin Hutchinson in fifth. Josh Oxendine comes home sixth. In seventh is Stephen Payne. Eighth, Scott Stotler. Ninth is Christian Hill. Zach Wheeler brings it home 10th. And 11th is Roger Pierce. 12th was Tyler Green, and 13th, 113 laps down, was Alex Forget-Berube. And that was your official finishing order, brought to you by BABBS Body Shop. So what do y'all say we bring some of these guys up here in the booth and interview them? Bring your third place finisher up in here first. Hey there, Jack Dixon. You got a copy?
I got a copy on you, sir.
Hey, man, walk us through that race tonight. A lot of damage on that car, but you brought it home in the second runner-up spot there in third place. How'd the race go for you tonight?
Yeah, it wasn't so clean of a race. Guys were kind of learning the track, and Ted was really fast. There was no catching him. We all knew he was coming home with the win. Got a little upset with one driver, and it kind of kicked my ass in gear, and so I just kept it going and finished third place.
All right. Well, how do you feel about going to Las Vegas next week?
Oh, I'm pumped. Make up for last week at the Vigilante week. I had a fast car, fastest lap in the race, but just didn't work out, got wrecked. But I have a bunch of great teammates there that I know will help at Las Vegas, so look forward to that.
All right. Is there any shout outs, sponsor plugs, or anything like that you want to shout out?
Shout out Trevor Robertson. That was a great fast race, and all the guys really keeping it clean. May have been a couple of mistakes, but he still did pretty good for 150 laps of Bristol.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, man, it was good to see you go up there and come back from being multiple laps down and come up to a podium position. Hopefully we get to talk to you again next week.
Yes, thank you, and thank BABBS Body Shop.
No problem, man, and have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
And that was Jack Dixon in third place tonight, bringing it home with a beat-up car where he took the meaning of checkers or wreckers, bring me the steering wheel back to full extent there. So what do you say we bring in our runner-up in the second position? Bring in Blake Sperling. Hey there, Blake. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Congrats on the second place finish tonight. Walk us through how that went for you.
It was rather interesting. Started in the back on purpose, figured I could put down a pretty good qualifying lap, but just decided I was going to just ease it out. And then I don't remember what lap it was. I think it was around like 50. Somebody spun out and I was like third row inside, had nowhere to go. So had to go in, take a set of tires, and then, I cleared my damage and kind of ran out from there. It sucked. I still had a set of tires to finish off the race, but I thought we'd have a late race, like 25 lap caution or something like that, and it just never came. We ran it out, so I was running on some really old tires there at the end, so I didn't really have nothing for the 6, but it was still pretty fun.
Yeah, you definitely had a car that was fast. It just looked like you didn't have quite enough speed to be able to catch Trevor there at the end.
I was.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll say I was just trying to save. I ran the bottom the whole race. I thought I could have get up there on the top, but every time I tried that in practice, it just killed the right front. So I just decided just to stick to the bottom and live or die by it, and just didn't have enough at the end. But seemed like as the run got going, I could kind of maintain the gap, but he would definitely just take off at the beginning. I mean, there was nothing I could do about that.
How do you feel about going to Las Vegas next week?
I love Vegas, man. It's a good track for me, so hopefully I can be back in here talking to you again next week.
Right on, right on. You have any shout-out, sponsor plugs you want to get out there?
I don't have any sponsors, but, shout out to my buddy Scott. We pretty much practice all week, and then shout out to Justin to putting on the league and everybody else that's involved, and appreciate you hosting it so we can go back and watch and see what we can do different.
All right. Well, hopefully we get to talk to you next week at Las Vegas. And once again, congrats on the second place finish tonight after a tough race, looked like.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thanks.
No problem. Have a good night.
You too. See you.
And that was your second place finisher, Blake Sperling, in that one machine. So what do you say we bring it around and talk to your race winner, Trevor Robertson? Get him in here. Hey there, Trevor. You got a copy? Hey, Trevor. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Congrats on the win tonight in dominating fashion. Walk us through how that car felt tonight.
Man, it wasn't too bad. Just got to know your braking point and hug as close to that wall as you can. Be consistent every lap. It was pretty smooth for me. Now there at the very end, I could definitely feel the tire wear, but other than that, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, and there towards the end, you gave the bumper to a couple of guys. Were you just trying to move them out of the way, or was it accidental, or trying to send a message? What was going on there?
Well, the 85, I was running up on him real quick, and I was gonna just like dive down below him, and I don't know if he moved or what. I just barely clipped him there. That was an accident. Really didn't mean to do that. Now, BABB, it was net code. Like I was a good 7-8 inches from his bumper, and it just sent him into the wall. So I don't know.
All right. Well, how do you feel about going to Las Vegas next week?
If it drives anything like the trucks, it's gonna be wild. That's for sure.
Oh, I bet it will be.
Might as well call it a super speedway.
Right, a miniature super speedway is probably the right terminology for it. But yeah, that's man, I don't know how many laps you led tonight, but man, you just laid it to them. You had a car that was on rails, looked like.
Yeah, the restarts were, I mean, you had to shift early to take it off in second, or it would just snap on you, as I guess you probably saw several people do.
Yeah, we had a
I almost
couple
did it
of
once
incidents.
myself, but yeah, I almost did it myself, and you just short shift and then ride third out to the red line, and then just run away from everybody. So I think everybody was just being a little too cautious, which is
Right.
understandable because it gets loose real quick. But
Understandable,
I don't know.
yeah. These cars look like they were definitely on edge tonight, especially on corner exit and especially that low line on restarts. You have any sponsor plugs, shout outs you want to give?
Not really. Just thanks for putting on the broadcast. And thanks everybody tuning in. I don't know how many people was watching, but it was fun. I gotta go sit in front of a fan for a minute. I'm just sweating.
All right, well, you go cool off, and maybe we'll get to talk to you again next week.
I'm sorry you cut out. What was that?
Oh, I was saying, well, you go cool off, and maybe we'll get to talk to you again next week.
All right, sounds good.
All right, man, have a good night.
You too.
And that was your race winner, Trevor Robertson, in that 6 machine, putting on a dominating performance. Let's go back and see if we can find the BABBS Body Shop wreck of the race. Gonna have to go up pretty far for this one. It was the big wreck. This looks like it right here. Let's get this pulled up for you. And this will be, I believe this is it. The BABBS Body Shop wreck of the race. That was not it. Let's go back a little bit further. This looks like the wreck right here. Back here a little bit. This is the BABBS Body Shop wreck of the race here as Alex Forget-Berube gets sideways. Causes a little bit of a cluster. But as we watch the 63 of Josh Oxendine come around, and had to avoid Roger Pierce and slam the wall. That is your BABBS Body Shop wreck of the race with Alex Forget-Berube going around and getting hit and causing an incident and then leaving the race, finishing 143 laps down. Well, let's go through the finishing order once again. And my overlay is acting up currently. There we go. Just had to jump back a little bit there. As we watch Trevor Robertson do his burnout, we're going to pull up the official race results once again, presented by BABBS Body Shop. Got Trevor Robertson, your race winner. Second was Blake Sperling. Third, Jack Dixon. Fourth, Jason Babb. Fifth, Justin Hutchinson. Sixth, Josh Oxendine. Seventh was Stephen Payne. Eighth, Scott Stotler. Ninth, Christian Hill. 10th, Zach Wheeler. 11th, Roger Pierce. 12th, Tyler Green. And in 13th, Alex Forget Berube. And that's your official finishing order. For Finish Line Racing League, presented by BABBS Body Shop, I'm Jacob with Full Send Broadcast Network, signing off. Have a good night and a good week. We'll catch you again next week here on Full Send Broadcast Network.